Okay, everyone, welcome to Nenad Kerkez. Hi, Nenad, I just made you the presenter. Looking forward to having a conversation with you, my friend.
Hey, buddy. Nice
Thanks
seeing
for your
you
patience.
again. Hey, thank you.
Hey, how are you, Nenad? So great to talk to you again, my trading warrior brother. You want to
Yeah,
just flash your webcam so people know I'm not
yeah. Well,
BSing on that.
just let me.
You hit that.
Okay.
Tell me this guy doesn't look like Vin Diesel, and he's an action figure hero in movies and in trading.
Oh, yeah. Preferably trading at this point. Yeah, movies. Yeah, maybe we will see. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know a lot of people been telling me that I look like a movie star, like Vin
Yeah,
Diesel. Yeah,
I
actually,
started that for you, buddy.
yeah, yeah. Basically, it was you who started it. I agree. Let me just turn off my camera here and turn it on again.
Yeah,
Do
just
you
for a
see me? I
second.
don't know if you can see me now.
I just see a green box and it's black, but
Wow. Yeah, let's
it's
see that.
okay. You know what I want to ask you is, and we've had, I don't know, 5 interviews or more
Mhm.
over the years. I don't think I ever asked you why you chose your Twitter handle of Tarantula. What was the
Yeah,
reason behind that?
yeah. It's a long story. Basically, I will try to be short. Well, first, I started to do a lot of posts on a Forex Factory back then, and that was like in 2009 and 10. I was really doing a lot of posting on Forex Factory, and I needed to pick up basically my nickname, right? So back then,
Yeah,
we had a global financial crisis, and there was a lot of things going on. If you remember, first euro dollar went up. It was a huge spike to the upside. Then it started to drop, and then everyone started to short euro dollar. And I actually, well, then when all of the people started to short euro dollar, I very occasionally I went long. So basically, there were a lot of good counter trend trades back then. And you know, a tarantula is a spider, and usually when he
right.
weaves his web, he goes up and down. So I really didn't care what was the herd and
Okay.
where was the herd going. So yeah, I was
All
basically
right.
going both ways. I was trading both ways. I was making
Okay,
swings.
so
Goes up and down.
spiders, they can be bullish and bearish. Anything to do with all the different legs that they have to travel on?
Uh, well,
Or that
basically,
they're hairy? There he is. Or that they're hairy, unlike you?
yeah. Well, it's hairy, unlike me. Yeah, but you still can see. I'm not sure that I'm showing the camera now.
Yeah, we
Uh,
see it.
yeah, great. And well, my hair is cut short. I don't want to have a
Yeah.
long hair. So basically, I also do a lot of sports, and I also, it's like my style. So I always cut it to the short 1 or 2 millimeters, so
Right.
it's good. But I still have it.
Okay. Oh, look at that guy. All right. So, all right, let's get serious now because yeah, you're one of the better guys I know. And, our last conversation was right after the French elections, and we had that breakaway gap in the euro. And I
Mhm.
do recall, we had a little discussion, and you were like, it doesn't have to be filled. How everyone always thinks every gap has to be filled, and we talked about maybe it's a breakaway gap that may not be filled for years, and you needed technical reasons for that scenario to play out that never manifested. So you were right not to try and short the market into a gap fill.
Of
So
course.
that was a great call. I walk in here today a little bit. You ever have days you walk in and you don't see much, and you're kind of like you're scanning your screen and you're looking for things. And today's that kind of day. So I'm very interested with what you have on your radar today, buddy. And
Oh,
it looks
yeah.
like we're going to start. You have the pound up first, so you could
Yeah,
start
I
wherever
will.
you want.
Yeah, I can start. Let me show my screen. Okay, so you should be seeing my screen now. Yeah, but I
Now,
need to
yeah,
tap
got
the
it.
button, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Maybe Citrix will change it in the future.
And
Okay.
best of luck on your next motion picture.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
I'll go to the movie, I promise. I'll go.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Well, we will see. Yeah, who knows? You never know. Okay, so yeah, basically gaps are very, very common in stock market and indices. Mostly in stock
Right.
market. On forex market, they're not very common. But when they
No.
happen, first, what traders need to do is to analyze whether the gap is a common gap or a breakaway or runaway exhaustion gap. There are a lot of types of gaps. Well, basically, I'm pretty much comfortable trading all these major pairs, but I need to say that pound yen has been my favorite since like maybe a year or two ago. So yeah, I do trading on euro dollar. I can tell you now my opinion on euro dollar, pound yen, and pound
But
dollar.
what, you know what? I want to stop you there. Okay, because
Sure.
I believe that it only takes one, Nenad. So I mean, if you really have the rhythm of an instrument, like you're talking about the guppy,
Mhm.
why do you even need to be anywhere else?
Exactly. Well,
I mean,
basically, because Mhm.
go ahead.
Yeah, the answer is I totally agree with you. And most of my trades have been definitely Guppy, Pound Yen, or I call it Dragon. And well, the thing is, sometimes you might miss a good opportunity on other pairs if you only take a look at one single pair. For example, Pound Yen, it has a trend, but when you trade intraday, sometimes there might be an intraday consolidation. And I don't like to trade anything like consolidation. So then I move to trending pair. And I always scan every single time frame. I start from monthly, then I zoom into weekly, then daily, 4 hours. So I'm always doing a top-down approach, top-down analysis. Because people, I simply cannot understand why people are struggling to make any money after 5 or 6 years. And the logical explanation is bad money management. It has nothing to do with trading, with technical analysis, because it's not hard to learn it. And when you do top-down approach, you're 80% of the time on the correct side of the market, because every time has its own trend. But you cannot trade on a minute time frame and expect that your long-term goals will be fulfilled. You
Do
need
you
to
have to have all your time frames in agreement to go with the trade, going all the way out
I
to your
will explain now.
telescopic monthly? Huh?
Yes, I will explain now. Okay, let's do
Okay.
a quick round off of top-down analysis. Just an example.
Okay. I like it.
Okay, let's say monthly is in downtrend. Okay, weekly is in uptrend. Okay, what does it mean? It means that the trend is still to the downside, but on weekly the time frame is retracing. So if you want to trade using a piggyback momentum from monthly time frame, if you want to piggyback momentum, then you need to go to do on retracement time frame. So just for example, let's use this. If monthly, as an example, is downtrend, weekly is downtrend, daily is downtrend, 4 hour, let's say, is retracing. So you're using basically 4 hour entries to piggyback momentum from higher time frames. So you need to do a top-down approach. I always align time frames, and when I see that there is a counter trend momentum on a specific time frame, that is the time frame of choice. And usually for intraday movement, you can see a counter trend momentum on, let's say, 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. If you go on daily, weekly, let's say I never trade on monthly or weekly, but sometimes I can find a daily trade. Then basically you need to turn it into a swing trade. That is on pound dollar. And that is what MACD helps me a lot. For example, for traders who don't know, we need to have 3 time frames aligned. If weekly is to the downside, like we have a thick red histogram, then daily we have also a thick red histogram. Now I expect something on 4 hour time frame. 4 hour is having a thinning histogram. So you see, it started to reject from this point. And I did the analysis today explaining that it should reject from 32, maybe closing below 38, 31.80. Because definitely this is a piggyback momentum from a higher time frames. You know, when you're riding something from higher time frames, we call it a piggyback, right? In English.
Right.
You know, so that is, you see, so you just align time frames and you need to have a confluence. You need
so
to
you're actually your 4 hour time frame, you're looking for reactions, counter trend moves to fade off your month from the monthly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Got it.
Now, in this
That's
example,
real
it's
interesting.
weekly.
Yeah.
In this example,
That's-
it's weekly because monthly it's up, but I don't see any agreement on weekly because weekly is down and it's trying to cross. So definitely this is already a down move. Daily is strong down, and where we have a counter trend move, it's actually on 4 hour. But you know, we also need to pay attention to these Camarilla pivots because I'm a very big fan of Camarillas, and people who actually are following me know that I do on Elite Currency. That is my partner website with Chris. We also do Elite Currency courses, and that is what I teach people how to trade Camarilla. You need to align all of this with Camarillas. So if I see that it's rejecting from my EMA 89, it also has a bearish candle. It's rejecting from weekly H1, and it's counter trend momentum with a thinning histogram. It tells me that today's movement should be definitely bearish. At least what I do is when I'm in a trade, I always protect my trade. So if I see, for example, that this candle or next candle cannot break this L1 support, and I have a short here, I will just move my stop here and I will be still in profit. So the biggest thing and biggest mistake traders do, they don't know anything about money management.
They don't lock in and protect profits when they have.
Yes, they don't protect profits. And today you need to protect profits because if you trade intraday, you will be stopped out. You can basically, we call it a death by 1,000 cuts. You cannot trade 10 simple, you cannot have 10 losses in a row and expect that you will get it so easily from that. So you need to use profit stop. Profit stop is what banks use. So once they're in profit on a certain level, they just move their stop loss in profit. It's called profit stop.
And I didn't know that. How do you know that from watching how Admiral trades or from other banks?
No, how banks trade, because my great trading buddy and my friend is he's still a trader, and he traded for banks, and now he's doing his own fund management, but he mostly trades equities.
But he's the guy that told you that banks use trailing stops.
Yes, he told me that, and I believe him. He was also back then the head of risk compliance in a big bank, so he knows a lot about those things. So
that's a pearl. So if they use them, why shouldn't we use them?
Yeah, I mean, I use it. I mean, a lot of people ask me, okay, if you see the trade has a potential to go 100 pips, do you really use 20 or 30 pip stop loss? Well, the answer is simple. And now I will tell you again, guys, why it's simple. Because you need to use the ATR. If the ATR on 14 days, pound dollar is 100 pips, guys, if you take 50% of that, you're good. But watch this. Euro dollar is 66 pips. Do you really think that you can make 100 pips on a single trade on intraday basis when the ATR is 66 pips? Don't get me wrong, but it's almost impossible.
How about this, Nenad? People that want to be swing traders that are unwilling to risk a daily ATR. I say, if you can't be wrong for a day, how can you be right for a week?
Excellent.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I really need to quote you, Dale. Please send me this after we finish our conversation. I will put it on Facebook, and I will say, guys, stick this to your screens. I totally agree with you. You always had great sayings like you can trade $10,000 and live only if you live beneath an underpass, right? I remember your
saying. All right. Well, I have a fan with my Pinkertisms, but you know what? There have been some great pearls like that you've already given us today. Now, before the interview, you said you're pretty busy, so you can wrap it any time you want. But I want you to be able to show your website, where people could follow you, because you're a natural teacher too. Besides being a good trader, you're a natural teacher, and a lot of people aren't like that. You get right, you know why? Because people get bored quickly, and you get right to the point of the meat of the issue. You don't dance around it. You go, you got to know ATR. You got to do this. You have to pay attention to this. So I want people to know how to find you if they want to look for you?
Yeah, definitely. Now I will wait. I will pause my screen. Now I will open the website, and definitely they can find me always on Admiral Markets, but of course on my personal website. This is now. I will show the screen. So this
you're
is
still working with Chris. Chris and
yes.
you are still okay.
Yes, both
another great technician, Chris Swordziak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's an Elliott wave. He is basically teaching Elliott waves, and he's trading his own method. It's called SWOT. You can see here. We also redesigned our website. Here on this section, you have free education and analysis. And we are updating it on daily basis. There are testimonials. Of course, everything is verified also on Forex Peace Army. So, well, this is my personal course. It's called Elite Currency Camarilla MACD. So basically, I teach people how to trade with these methods. Also, Chris has his own system.
What do you charge? What do you charge for that course?
Sorry, Dale, did you ask me how much do I charge?
Yeah, charge for that course.
Yeah. Well, basically, we are usually running some promotions, but at this point, the SWOT is approximately 450 euros, and Camarilla MACD is 737 euros. So 1737 euros. So basically, I lowered the price because a lot of actually people came to me to teach them by Skype. And if I do it by Skype, that's more expensive because I really need to take one by one trades, and these are actually video courses with my full support. Right. So it's 17,700, and for Chris is 450. So it's not. I mean, the prices are. I know it's like.
I just wanted you to put it out there. So, let me ask you this one market question. What's your, say, intermediate term view of the dollar in here? Are we going to go to 97, or are we going to 90 first?
Are you referring to euro dollar specifically?
Well, Dixie, euro, same type of thing. Euro dollar's fine. What's your like intermediate term view on euro?
Yeah, I did the last analysis, the previous analysis on euro dollar, I think on Friday, and I posted also on Forex Street. Yeah, I knew it would drop here. So guys, you need to pay attention to this. This is M pattern shaping up, and this is 4-hour time frame. So if you see us close with a strong body below this 1792 on 4-hour time frame, I think it could go down, because definitely the trend is to the downside. We had a pullback on daily, and now daily, you see here, both MACDs are below zero line, and we have a thinning histogram. We also have a big candle. This is bully candle, bearish bully candle, that basically ate previous bullish candles. So this is strong bearish. It's like rail road or railway track, but definitely it's bullish. Also M on daily. So if this closes below the level, next stop is 1710. Below this, we can go easily to 1600. So my interim outlook is bearish, especially because of this big head and shoulders on daily time frame. This is bearish SHS, shoulder. I mean, watch this. This is rooftop. Okay, rooftop, also head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Right. Big shoulder.
Yeah, like a fractal of the bigger pattern.
Yeah, we can call it a fractal. I personally don't use fractals a lot.
Okay. Just be careful. I mean, be careful on the roof. You could fall off and hurt your shoulder.
Yeah, I mean it's already rejecting. As I said, it started to reject from this point. So basically, traders who traded it could have been like 100 and more pips by now. But we need to be
what 4-hour close time frame? What the broker you use? What 4-hour close do you use? GMT or?
Yeah, this is basically GMT +3 close, but it corresponds to New York close time. It corresponds to New York close time.
Okay.
Yeah, in my
Well,
opinion, it's the best. Is the best. GMT +3, and definitely it corresponds to New York close time. And most of, I mean, Admiral Markets platform uses that perfect GMT time, so I like it a lot.
thanks so much for dropping by today, Nenad. It's always, I have a great time, and I learned from you today. I learned a few things. I'm sure everyone who is listening live or sees the video later will, pick up some of the pearls. Thanks for dropping them on us, and may pips continue to rain down on you and Chris. And it's nice to have a friend like you in a shark-infested business, my trading warrior brother.
Thanks, Dale. Always great seeing you, and looking forward to meet you again. So next time we can do a bit.
We'll have to have a beer. We'll have to have a beer while we're both on the planet someday. All right, buddy?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
All right, Nenad.
Well, have a great trading day and a great trading weekend. Talk to you soon. Cheers, guys. Talk to you soon.
Cheers.
Always trade safe.
Nenad Kerkez, a true
Thank
pro.
You. Thanks,
Thank you.
buddy.
Thank you, F.A.C.E. And we'll see everyone tomorrow for Turnaround Tuesday, see how things work out. Good hunting. There's probably still some action going on like all day long in the trading room, the other trading room. So remember, everyone, wait for trades to be compelling enough. Don't hunt for trades. Let them grab you by the throat. And there's always, and also remember Blake's t-shirts, FOMO. I miss trades every day. Blake misses trades every day. Steve does, but you know what? It's okay. There's always another train coming around the corner, my friends. See everyone tomorrow. And don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Thanks again, Nenad. Thank you, Steve, for your great analysis today, and Blake. And maybe we'll have some other team members show up tomorrow. Adios.